So how did you get over round one?
I don't know if I ever really got over it.
Wow.
And I've told you before. After we broke up, it got pretty dark.
Yeah. Do you feel like us breaking up then, like, has led you to where you are today? Like, do you think you would be the same person you are today had we stayed together?
I don't know if I'd be alive.
I don't think you would be either.
Yeah, and you know how much I hate cliches, but there are a lot of things that I would change.
Yeah.
But I do like who I am today, and I know that I wouldn't have found my purpose in life, and I wouldn't have risen to the level that I'm at now had I not gone through the darkness.
So I contributed to that.
Thank
in
you.
a fucked up way. You're welcome.
Thank you for almost killing me. No, I'm
Shut up. All right. Describe the story of us. I love this.
Oh, wow. That's what we talked about.
Yeah.
So we met when you were a photographer for bands. Mm-hmm. I was in a band that you were a photographer for.
Right.
Fast forward a couple of years, I didn't have my life together and didn't have a lot to bring to the table. So we broke up, and you went on your journey and I went on mine. And about a decade later, we reconnected and realized that there was still something there, and decided to continue the punishment.
Gosh, the punishment.
No, but yeah, that's just one of the many amazing things that I feel like I'm grateful to have, because I was able to get my life together.
Yeah.
So, proof that it's good to be on the right side of the universe.
Yeah.
We might make it through all of these. How do you find your way? Oh wait, how did you find your way? Let me start. How did you find your way back to me?
How did I find my way back to you? Wow. I think I have always compared, unfortunately, my relationships to us in round one, and like how I felt when I was with you, and being married and having kids. I just, after the chaos of round one for us, I felt like that's where I needed to be, because it was like super stable and like loving and not insane. But I don't think that there was a way back to you. I feel like it sounds like cheesy, but I feel like it was like always you know?
We were always on the periphery.
Mm-hmm. So
you were a stalker.
I want to know your answer to that question though.
How did you find your way back to me?
No, how did you find your because I stalked you. I did not stalk you. Whatever.
How did I find my way back to you?
Mm-hmm. I forced you into it.
It was like round one, you know, it's like when you have your mind made up and you set your sights on something, 9 times out of 10, you achieve it or obtain it. And when we started hanging out again after, you know, the 10-year break, I legitimately had no interest in having a round two, you know, only because I felt like that had been done.
Right.
And I felt like that ship had sailed, basically.
We were both past that.
Yeah, I had spent years getting over round one. So like it was kind of a, I'm not even opening that door kind of thing.
Yeah.
What is the pain in
Dramatic.
me? Huh?
You're so dramatic. Wow. Okay, continue. Oh,
What is the pain in me you wish you could heal?
if you would have asked me this a few years ago, I don't know, it would probably be like the void that you felt like you needed to fill with drugs. But I didn't know how to do that, obviously. Like I kind of felt at the end of round one that I had failed because I loved you and I wanted to be with you, but I made it like my mission to like help you not need drugs. And that wasn't my place. And I realize that now. Like I realize that you needed to do it for yourself.
Yeah, it's a common misconception for sure.
Yeah, well, when you're in it, like
It's hard to
with
see.
somebody that isn't realizing that it's an issue, like you want to make it better, you know?
Yeah.
When were you the most selfish in our relationship?
Oh, that's easy.
Yep.
Round one.
The whole entire round one?
No, because even though, well, I mean, addiction is a selfish disease, right? And I think that you saw the person underneath it, or else you wouldn't have stuck around as long as you did.
Yeah.
Just that whole period, and up until about 5 years ago, I was just very, very, very selfish person. It was
I don't know if you were selfish. I think you're just lost. There was definitely some selfishness in there,
no.
but I don't know if you really had control of that. Because I saw you selfless at times with your mom, even during round one, and after that, when you were your worst.
Yeah, I mean, I distinctly remember I have memories of when it was at its worst. There were times where I would be crying on my way to get dope because I didn't want to live like that anymore.
Yeah.
But I also remember times of being excited about, I have no responsibilities and I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Yeah.
So there was definitely selfishness in there. But yeah, I agree. A lot of it, maybe on the surface, would have appeared so selfish to most people. But, by the time it got as bad as it was a matter of survival.
So, okay, your turn.
Go ahead.
No.
Now's the time.
Well, you talked about like being an adolescent. I then am your first sober relationship since high school. That's crazy. So you're a baby.
That's why I look like this.
Go.
If this were to be our last conversation, what's something you'd never want me to forget?
That you're my person. That I love you. That I'm happy you're alive.
I'll try not to. Why are you laughing?
I'm not. I'm trying not to start crying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. What about you?
Something that I wouldn't want you to forget. That I've always tried.
Yeah.
Hey there, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed the conversation and want to ask these questions to your own partner, check out the And Couples Edition card game at theskindeep.com/shop.